There was a time when junior bike racing in Michigan flourished. There was a time when around 30 juniors would show up at a race. But now, in the matter of a decade, that 30 has dwindled to a 10. In my 4 short years of cycling for the Ann Ravel Club, I've witnessed a huge change in junior cycling. There have been many generations of great riders for the AVC junior team. One of the most famous ones consisted of Alex Chioni, Stephen Christie, John Zacconi, and Vince Roberge. Before long, they were all Cat 3s and they were racing for the Sunrise Sports cycling team. Now, as they were graduating from the junior ranks, I was just getting into the ABC junior team. I was 10 and most of them were 18. Although I had no teammates my age, I had lots of competition my age. There was Joey Forntran, Vince Puglisi, and of course, Rudy Peterson. Rudy Peterson and I, we had many close races. I think we competed against each other in maybe 4 races in 2006. In 2007, Rudy Peterson disappeared from the sport of cycling. He did 1 race in 2007, and but for the most part, triathlons had taken over for him. But I didn't mind that because I had a teammate. His name is Alexei Vermeulen, and also on the team was his little brother, Rem Vermeulen. That year, we had several new riders, such as Adam Hernandez, Jacob Chiolasi, and Joe Wendorf, Jonathan Giva, and lots of riders in my age category. So riders that I will be racing with as I progress. Ironically, as my team got bigger in 2007, the competition got smaller. Rudy Peterson never raced. Joey Forntran never raced in Michigan. Vince Puglisi did 1 race. And there are really no other junior riders in my age category that was not on my team. So in that sense, it was frustrating. In 2008, 2008 has been one of the greatest years for junior cycling ever. We went from having 6 10 through 14 juniors at the Allen Park Criterium to having 10 very fast juniors racing in 2008. It was a very great race. Where 5 racers just duking it out for the win, and team tactics were even playing a part. It was just junior racing at its best. The year even got better because these junior racers who were racing didn't just do a few races, they did all the races. It was epic. The main competition was Joe Toma, Rudy Peterson, and Alexei Vermeulen and myself. And it became clear that Alexei was becoming one of the strongest junior racers in Michigan. He went to the national championships and placed 5th on the podium. And that was unprecedented. That hadn't been done since the days of Taylor Berman, who placed 3rd at nationals. Michigan finally had something to cheer about. It showed that we have hope for the future, and Michigan is a strong cycling state. There were a lot of junior boys, but the question I had was, would there be junior girls? My questions were answered. The debate duos criterium, I think there were close to 5 junior women racing, with 3 of them being under 14. And that was just incredible because the year before, there had been 2. And that had been a record. So, it was incredible. It was a monumental race. Consider that there are also 11 10 through 14 age juniors, and quite a few 15-18 juniors. It it was amazing. I mean, because I had never dreamed about the races being this big, because for the most part in 2007, it had been me, my teammate Alexi, and his little brother in all of the races. That had been the only competition. So it was wonderful. I think the reason why so many juniors just give up on cycling is because it's just such a tough sport. I mean, by the time you're 13 or 14, if you want to win races, training is vital. And so that means, like, for me, I rode 400 hours in 2008. That's over an hour per day. And try to do that when you have school, homework, soccer practice. It's really hard. I mean, the riders that can't manage this and they can't train and they aren't disciplined, they're going to have disappointment. They're not going to do as well in races. And either they're going to be content with that, or they're going to be very upset and they will be mad at bike racing. They'll give up. They'll stop because it's not fun. And sports are supposed to be fun. And what I like about bike racing is I like being successful. I like seeing how I've improved with training. So the challenge of trying to get better, that's what I like about it. I think if we want to start getting more juniors, we have to start with the next generation, which would be like the riders that are 8 or 9 or 10 right now. Like in 4 years, these guys are going to be awesome. These guys are going to be going to nationals and winning. So recruiting them would start with races like the Tour de Kids that are meant just for fun. Now another way to recruit more juniors would probably be to get cycling more publicity in schools. I know that the ABC team, we started a junior team. We're going to start a junior team for Ann Arbor public schools, like Slauson Middle School, and and there was lots of interest. I think something like 60 kids registered in having a cycling program. So it's clear that there's so much interest, and the only thing that's left to do is to get those juniors and give them something to ride on. Give them a team to ride with, give them support.